Whoa, baby. What's going on, guys? So, we got a big boy back day today. Monday back day. And, we moved last weekend. Or whatever. Yesterday. I've been moving in for about the past week to where I'm living now. And, yesterday, everything was there besides the little things I use every day, which is, my comforter, half my clothes, and this thing called a bed jet. And now let me tell you, before I even talk about anything else, I wish I had a sponsorship from BedJet, because I have sent, there's things like $400 a piece, and I have made so many people buy one of those things. And I'm gonna pitch it to you too, because I love it. So, BedJet, send the check, right? For me, I'm a super hot sleeper. I run really hot all day long, every day. The bigger I got, the hotter I got. Now, this is an air conditioner and a heater, for your bed. Crazy, right? So it's got a little PVC, whatever, a little flexible pipe that goes over the sheet but under the comforter. So it keeps like a constant airflow there all night long. It goes down to like 67 degrees, goes up to like 109. So when I bought it originally, it was, I'd like just turned the cold on. I'm like, this is great. But I've gotten a little bougie with it now. So when I'm getting ready for bed, I'll turn the heater on. I'll preheat my bed. I'll get in the bed nice and toasty. Immediately turn the cold on, because I can't sleep like that, because I'm not, I don't know, a squirrel. Squirrels like to be warm, right? Rest in peace, Peanut. And man, let me tell you, as far as training goes, sleep, rest, and recovery are, besides the actual, it's hard to say. I want to say it's the most important part of training, but obviously if you're not training, that has a lot more to do with it. But in terms of actually building muscle mass, if you're not sleeping, you're not going to build any size. Your body puts muscle on while you're resting and recovering. Now, I used to be up all night in a sweat, all day, every night. This thing keeps me cool and comfortable. I can fall back asleep. If it's a real cold night, I can pop the heater on, and then I end up waking up being too hot, and I turn the cold back on. But for that little bit of time, it helps. Whew, baby. Man, that thing is great. So if you're like me, and you find yourself always too cold, or, like myself, always too hot. I'm never too cold. I don't think I've never been cold, period. But, if you're always too hot like me, or you're always too cold like some other people, if you pick up a BedJet, man, let me know how you like it, because that thing is a freaking lifesaver. It really is. But, excuse me. I slept well in my new place last night. Excuse me. So I'm not tired from that. I'm tired because I went to bed too late. Because I was in the middle of like putting things away. Just enough. You know what I mean? So like I have the stuff that I want in the living room. I have the stuff that I want in the bedroom. My clothes are all in the bedroom. Are they all hung up right now? No, not a shot. Granted, I don't have a lot of clothing to begin with, but they are all far from hung up at this point. So I got to take care of that. But that's our project for today. Is after training, meals, cook, so all that normal bodybuilding stuff. Get some work done. Excuse me. Get some work done, and then really finish just putting everything together, putting everything where it belongs, finding a home for everything. I passed the exit because So this is my first time going to the gym from where I moved to. And I passed the exit because it's kind of you guys' fault. I was chit-chatting, and I'm used to getting off at a different exit. But I wasn't looking at the GPS because I'm just... You know how when you drive somewhere all the time, you don't even look anymore at the signs. You just know right about when it's coming, right? And then you start to look. Well, that's what I do. And I blatantly missed it, so we added, I don't know, it says 5 minutes. We added about 5 minutes to the trip, but that's all right. So it's going to take me about 25 to 30 minutes, give or take, to get to the gym every day now, which isn't bad. It used to be 15, but I've lived in places where it took about this time anyway, so could be worse. But all that matters, man, is excuse me, that you're getting in there and you're freaking training and you're getting after it. So let's talk about that. Today's a big boy back day, right? We got the pre-workout with us. We always do. It is 1 scoop cherry cola stim, 2 scoops of the tiger's blood, and then we have 2 scoops of the creatine in here with a carb powder, and kind of like an electrolyte drink. Really, instead of water, because I might as well get some more carbs in me while I'm training, right? Makes sense to me. Okay, well, all right, now we get off here. And now I know where I'm going from here because this is the old way I used to go. I can shut that GPS off. But anyway, Abe Nation, the guys that sponsor me, it's a big sale on the site right now. There's a lot of stuff a lot cheaper. So if you want to pick up some of the stuff that I use, go on there, use code Pignetti. It's pronounced Pinetti, but you guys don't forget to put the G in there, so Pignetti. You get money off, and it's a nice way to support the channel. So that's always appreciated. And let me know what you get. Tag me on social media. Take pictures, tag me on Instagram, let me know what you get, what your favorite is. Obviously, you know, like the cherry cola stim, Tiger's Blood pump. They have a bubblegum stim that's really good. I just prefer the cherry cola, so I drink that one. The creatines, they have a blue raspberry, they have an unflavored creatine. I've always preferred unflavored creatine because I would just put it in something with flavor and I don't think anything of it. And I really don't like blue raspberry, period. It's a little too sharp for me, I guess, if you will. So, those are my little go-tos. As far as the canned drinks, the energy drinks, which, Lord knows I could use one of those right now. I should have grabbed one to sip on too. I haven't had a bad one yet. I didn't try the blue raspberry one because I don't like blue raspberry, so stayed away from it. But the fruit candy's awesome, the orange is awesome, Batty Berry's awesome, and those little energy shots. The grape one's really good, and I think it's Fruit Punch, Berry Blast, something like that. It's a red one. The red one's really good too. So if you guys pick anything up, let me know. I'm going on there tonight, and I'm going to order a bunch of stuff because I am kind of running low. And also, they give me a bunch of stuff every month. So I'm running low. They're going to give me some stuff. I'm going to pick up a couple extras for myself, pick a couple things up for my girl, and that's about it, man. To fuel these big back days. So we're getting in there today. I'm a little worried about the scale because yesterday was the first day in a long time where my diet was off. It was bad. I severely underate yesterday. It's because I was moving and doing everything, and sure, excuses, whatever. But I woke up, I still trained a couple of clients, trained a client, went to the barber, went to a Friendsgiving, which was like out of nowhere, I had to go to. While I was moving things in between, like whenever I passed that where the house would be, I put stuff in my truck and brought it over. From there, went back to the house, picked up more stuff. I had to take it get some serious work done. And from there, just moved. I mean, don't get me wrong, I say I ate bad. I still had like 300 grams of protein, 400 grams of carbs, probably, I don't know, 80 grams of fat, something around there. But I'm used to, 150 fat, 500 to 600 carbs, 450 protein every day. So under-eating like that when the scale's already going up slow to begin with, because my body's just metabolizing all that food, it's rough. And what's funny is I can feel it in my muscles. Oh my god. You guys have to excuse me. I'm like a little stuffy today, so my body's trying to yawn to force me to get air in, which is actually a thing, where even if you're not tired, don't get me wrong, I'm a little tired, but if you're tired, your body will yawn. I'm sorry, not if you're tired. If you're not getting enough oxygen in, your body will yawn so that it forces you to breathe, as if it's like a dummy proof, if you will, where it's saying, hey dummy, you gotta get some air in, remember? So it forces you to do that, which is nice, super helpful, and it keeps even the dumbest of us like myself alive. Now, here's what I'm thinking for back. We're gonna be there shortly. We're gonna start with rotator cuff moves, warm everything up, into the seated Pignetti super row. I'm just passing a fire truck now, it's like a Ford Focus fire truck, and it says the explosives unit. I was unaware the fire department had explosives. That's a cool little fun fact of the day. Fire trucks and firefighters using explosives. Sounds like clickbait. But from that super row, we can go to like a high close grip V-bar row for those rhomboids. Go to a reverse grip pull down, hit some rack pulls. I banged my back up a little bit last week or 2 days ago rather, on shoulders, where for some reason I threw some momentum into a lift and I can still feel it pretty bad. It's not my lower back. It's like I strained my mid back, just throwing something back a little too hard. And it was already a little iffy from something else I did the week prior, and which I think I just slept on a really weird one week, because there was a minute where I was sleeping on an air mattress, and it wasn't working right, but it was temporary, so it didn't bother me. But a couple nights I'd wake up and like my back would just be killing me, because it would deflate and it'd be like on a metal bar instead of the floor. So I'm a little banged up recovering from that, but it's not a big deal. Beside that, man, we do some probably machine pullovers. The kicker is they had this one from, maybe it was Arsenal Strength or Max Pump, one of those brands. It was red, right? For a pullover piece like these, it was great. And more importantly, it had a seat belt, so it could hold me in. Now, when I'm doing pullovers, I'm using the Pignetti piece. It's smooth, it's clean, it's a really great piece, but it's lacking a seat belt. And I get it's not very aesthetic. You should see the upholstery on these Pignetti pieces. It looks like you're getting into like a Ferrari. It's ridiculous. But there's no seat belt to hold me in. So when I'm doing pullovers with my body weight or more, my butt's coming out of the seat, or even close to my body weight. I'm fighting with my core to keep me stable, so I'm not pulling myself up instead. So it's a funny little caveat I gotta play with there. Besides that, the standard finishing moves, scap shrugs. I bang out as many pull-ups as I can at the end of it, and that's about it, man. I recorded I told you about how crazy my Sunday was. That was shoulder day for me. I recorded a little segment when I parked the car at the gym. Not even on the way like I do here, because my day was so screwy. I was taking business calls while I was driving to the gym. So I couldn't have my phone mounted up like this. I needed to use it. But so that video wasn't even worth putting up, and it was a beyond rushed workout. We had a good pump. It was a great lift. Don't get me wrong. If you follow my Instagram, you saw the picture I put up on my story of the shoulder caps, because those look good. We were doing really well that night. But aside that, I was in such a rush. There was no setting up a camera or anything like that. It was just kind of get it done as fast as humanly possible. But you know, on that note, my friends, appreciate you sticking through. We're just pulling up now, obviously in the parking lot, slowing down a little bit. Seeing all the cars, seeing all the buildings. I'm gonna park and slam this pre-workout with you guys. And if I can't find a spot quickly enough, I'm gonna stop my car, slam this pre-workout with you guys. Oh, I see it. It's next to some douchebag with antlers on his car. It's not even Thanksgiving yet. First of all, antlers on your car, why? But second of all, it's like a nice Camaro that has, it's got the lights on it and everything. It's I'm not going to judge, but only a little bit. So once again, 2 scoops Tiger's Blood Pump, 1 scoop of the Cherry Cola. I almost said Cherry Blood. Cherry Cola. The creatine is in the carb shake. Listen for the pop. It's a brand new protein shaker too, so that was a virgin pop right there. Cheers, my friends. And on that note, let's get it, baby. So we came home with a little surprise today, guys. Special gift from the vitamin shop. I assume courtesy of All Black Everything. Let's see what's inside. I'm not sure what this is. They just said, give me your address and enjoy. Alrighty. Woo-hoo. All Black Everything. Applied Nutrition USA pre-workout fruit punch. Alrighty. 5 calories aren't important. We have sodium, 5 calories anyway, so don't get upset. We have L-citrulline, plenty of sodium, beta-alanine, all the good stuff. Sea salt, Neuro Rush, which is coffee fruit extract, so like a natural caffeine, if you will. And how much caffeine is in here? 150 milligrams. So this is a beautifully dosed pre-workout, because anything over 150 milligrams of caffeine is actually a vasoconstrictor, meaning it constricts the blood vessels. So if you're constricting your blood vessels, you're not getting as much blood, not getting as much oxygen to the muscle. Give this a try, stack it with a pump. Tonight we're making ChickenTINIs. Here's the recipe. So I weighed it out already. This is the 98% lean ground chicken breast. Yes, I did zero out the Tupperware as well, so a little over 8 ounces, not a big deal. We're gonna add a scoop of creatine to that. All right, and then it goes in the blender. Pop that on the blender. Start with low. Sometimes you have to just let it cool for a minute, get the chunks back to the bottom. And we look like we are in business, baby. Who needs espresso martinis? Cheers, my friends. It took 2 ChickenTINIs to finish all that meat out, so. There's nothing you can do about the chicken stash.